Making the YouTube transmissions, making the YouTube. Just finishing up a little snack. And another snack. Hey, everybody. Greetings, programs. It's Hanker and Fernell here. It's Saturday afternoon. And like so many of you wonderful, wonderful people out there, I'm doing a tradition as ancient as time itself. That's not true. It's only as old as the early 80s, but I'm rolling up a character about an hour before my game. My game this evening is Kryphoth Death Arena. It is Megan and Connor's game from the AbTab group. And I think we are going to be cast into a gladiatorial arena in a dark sun-like world with giant spiders and other horrors confronting us, and hopefully we will not only survive, but we will kill our masters, as is the climax of any good gladiator story. You can really taste the monkeys. All right. So, hey guys, I'm looking around. I got some windows going here, some different things to make live streaming happen. I still don't understand how I did it this time. I think I probably created about 15 new events. One of them stuck. And look at this, right? What's this right here? What is this? Slave cracker. Okay. You guys know how I roll characters, right? I do it the dirty, dirty, dirty way, the old school way. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So I've got my player's handbook here. And we've got writing cam over here. So you can see my ugly mug down here. And then you can see exactly how I do it down here. So I wouldn't call myself, when it comes to RPGs, I would not call myself old school. But I do like the cruelty of the dice as a game mechanic. So I have to embrace that cruelty. So you guys know how I do it. I run it down the line as far as dice rolling. And more than that, I think it's just fun to just openly be like, hey, you know, if you are making a 5e character and you feel weird and you feel like I don't know what I'm doing and it seems a little bit complex and stuff like that, you are not alone, my friend. Quite to the contrary, you are among mighty company, because I have made a bunch of 5e characters, and every time I do it, I am still baffled humbled and humiliated. And so I want to be baffled, humbled, and humiliated on camera live for you guys today. So thank you for tuning in. Looks like 50 or so of you. Welcome. It's Saturday. We finally have Skywater back here in Washington. So the fires will hopefully settle down and everything's going to be okay. So, hey, everybody in Florida and everybody across the dang earth who is having tough times, hold tight, be tough, you know, huddle close with your loved ones, and we're going to get through it. We're going to make tomorrow better because that's our vow, is to make tomorrow better. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I just make my own character sheets. You guys know how I am. So we're going to go name. We're going to go class. I know that I'm doing level 3, so I'll deal with that soon. And then I got my AC. You have to have a cool shield shape for your AC. Put a little shadow on there. Then we got these guys. I imagine you guys are familiar with these. Okay, cool. So that is how I get started. All right, now the rest, there's a lot of like shenanigans involved. Ability score, here we go. So I look over, right now I'm on, my instructions were even if you make a full orc, which I'm totally doing, use the half orc rules. So for those of you that didn't see the post, check this out. This is the character I'm making. So this is a kit bash that I did from about 4 pieces of art that I found on the internet. So a kit bash is basically where you just download some art and then you use your lasso tool and a little bit of scribbling with your paint tool and other things to construct a piece of art out of several other pieces of art. So main credit here goes to Adrian Smith on DeviantArt. He has a great monster gallery and I just love his aesthetics. So I go there first, and then I got sort of some pieces of sort of painting of the Hulk. And then I got some weapon and armor bits and the helmet just from sort of historical photos. Okay, so the beast is this creature that I'm making. So it's this massive orc monstrosity. And the sort of the character sort of catch or hook is that he is this sort of massive mega tank super beast, but who's sort of bolted into his helmet. And he basically can't quite remember how he got into this situation, but he's not dumb. He still remembers something about being like a little green orc kid running around in the fields. He remembers his mother's face. He remembers like warm meals. He remembers horses. And he's kind of sad. But at the same time, he's just this monstrosity, either made that way by nature or by sorcery. He doesn't know, but he's a killing machine. So he's kind of a sad character a little bit. It's like Megan said, you know, he just wants a hug, which is totally a great summary of this character. So I want to make a morally good, rooted character, but he's trapped in this massive killing machine body, and he's just basically driven by hunger. And also, when he gets a win in the arena, which is every time, he gets a few hours where they'll unscrew these bolts that hold his helmet on, and they'll take the bolts off, and the bolts are like grafted into his skull. And for a moment there, he has a reprieve from like the headaches and the pain. And yeah, it's very Weapon X-like. And that's this tone that I want to get. So on the one hand, I'm going to need to build the stats to do this. But on the other hand, I need to think about how I want to do some voices, you know, like, enough talk, you know. I have no patience for words. You know, it's very sort of like Hulk, I guess. But there's something different here because he doesn't change back and forth like Hulk does. He doesn't get to, you know, have a shower with Black Widow. No, that's not happening. All right, so first thing I see on the half orc page is ability score increase, strength by 2 and con by 1. So I just make little notes. And those will just let me know, like once I roll, I'm looking at some goodies there. Okay, so then over here in pencil, so here's how I do it. I do 3d6 down the line in order. If I don't like my first set, I do a second set, and then you have to take the second set. So the second set's like sudden jeopardy. It's brutal. Okay, so basically I have 2 chances to roll a high strength. That's really all I... All right, first roll is a 14. Not bad. So with my racial, that would get me to a 16. That's pretty darn good. Okay, then we have a dex of 8. Give me that con. Come on, baby. Ooh, nice. Okay, 12. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, remember, if you're thinking brutal fantasy like Dark Sun, a 12 is pretty cool. Nice. There's a 14 intelligence. Cooper, this dog, I swear, the minute that like I start talking or something, he has to do things. There's a 6 wisdom. That's fitting. And then we have a 9 on con, which sucks. Ooh. Or wait, it was, I wrote con twice. There we go. They both start with C, guys. You can forgive me there. Okay, so charisma. I think I'm going to go with door number 1. I'm going to stick with my very first roll. 3d6 down the line. No 46, no bonuses, no freaking, no, none of that shit. Hardcore. So that's it. I'm going to keep these numbers. Here we go. 14, 8, 12, 14, 6, 9. Oh, the high intelligence is so cool. So then with my racial, I go to a 13 con and I go to a 16 strength. Good. Now I'm going to do everything I can. I don't even know. It's a 3rd level character to get that strength up. We'll see. Okay, so there's my start. All right, what else do I got here? Age. Who cares? I can't even remember how old I am. Alignment. Yeah. Size. Well over 6 feet tall. You're damn right, but my size is not medium. My size is large, and I'm going to negotiate with my DM on that one. Because that's critical to my character. I want to play that size advantage. So even if I don't get to have a million hit points and a zillion con and everything, that's totally cool. But I want to be big, big, big. Like they have a cell that they had to specially make, and he has to like crouch down and get in there. Speed 30. Okay, that's not exactly like a hot news item in D&D. I don't even know why they do that whole thing. Dark vision, don't care. Menacing. Proficiency in intimidation. So I know my proficiency is probably still +2 even at level 3, right? So then I can say intimidate. Okay. Relentless endurance. When you're reduced to 0 hit points but not killed, you can drop 1 hit point. Oh, drop to 1 hit point instead. Don't do this again until a long rest. So I'm going to call that just relentless. 1 per long rest instead of 0 HP, 1 HP. Okay, that's a nice one. Savage attacks. When you score a crit with melee, roll damage dice and 1 additional time and add it. That's lame. If crit, add extra dice. That is not exactly savage. I mean, you know, that's probably going to add up to like, you know, 2 damage or something. I wouldn't call that savage. Finally, languages. No one cares. And that's it. The rest is all junk that they just hit you with a wall of text that you can't actually use. And then male orc names. Dench. No. Dench is the name of that wispy wind lady in Chronicles of Riddick. What are they trying to pull on me here? Good grief. Krusk. Krusk is that other dude that was in 4th edition. Anyway, let's not get bitter about the writing format in the Player's Handbook, because that is a whole other topic that I don't want to get into. Every time I go to the Player's Handbook to make a character, I hate it. There it is. I'm just going to put that right out there. Especially after just rolling up a couple of characters in Torchbearer, which was super, super fun. To come into this wall of text is just like, yeah. Okay. My name, I have 2 names. One, I'm in the ring, I'm known as the Beast. By the guards in the fighting pits, they call me Chain. Now, not only is this character a blast because he is going to be in the Cryfoth Death Pits, which is tonight, but the minute I start rolling the character up and Patreon came together to where all the patrons chose what novel I'm writing next, which is A Burning in New Haven, which is a campaign that's now being turned into a novel. I wrote this guy. He is now in that story. So I can't spoil anything else, but I got the first few thousand words of Burning in New Haven done today, and he's in the story, and it is freaking awesome. So if you're not over on the Patreon page, I mean, I'm not saying go over there or anything. Hashtag not an ad, as Adam Coble would say. All right. My class, what do you guys think? Barbarian or fighter? I never really liked the rage thing, but maybe it could get my stats up where something of this size would feel appropriate. But I've always thought the rage mechanic was just like pure cheese. But what do you guys think in the comments? Like, are we thinking fighter, like second wind, maybe dual weapon or exotic weapon? Or are we thinking barbarian, use the rage to get the big rolls? Yeah, I tend to go fighter because, oh, roll for it. Oh, shit. All right, Casey, go easy there, man. This is a loving environment. Let's roll for it. Let's roll for it. There's a chart. If there is, I don't want to know about it. Okay, since we're going to weight the roll, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 fighter, 5, 6 barbarian. Does that seem acceptable to you guys? That way it's like small odds that we're going to get barbarian, but there's a chance we're going to go barbarian. Sound good? Okay, I will take your silence as complicity. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 fighter, 5, 6 barbarian, which I've never rolled a barbarian before, I don't think. Here we go. It's off table, but it is a 1. It is a 1. The camera does not lie. Even if it was 50-50, we still got fighter. Nice. So we're going to get second wind, and then we got to do something really tasty with how we do weaponry so that we can get this like flail feel, this like uber deadly feeling. Like this guy should be able to walk out and kill a horse. You know what I'm saying? But very little movement. So I wouldn't say he's got a 30 speed. To me, that feels ridiculous. I'm going to self-nerf right now down to 20. I'm just going to do that. Once again, I think Connor is my DM tonight. So Connor, if you're probably neck deep in doing prep, but if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Okay, so I got 20-foot speed. There we go. I just self-nerfed my speed. Hey, Majestic Pork Chop, what's up? Welcome. Okay, yeah, we're probably going to go with the pole arm thing so we can get the reaction attacks and all that stuff. Prue Prue knows exactly what's up because she is the real deal. Okay, so let's go to class now, right? Goodbye, Barbarian Page. I like your art, but I don't like your class. I don't like microcurrency that much. I got my share of it in Dungeon World. Okay, so I am 3rd level. Now, this is not something I'm used to or that I like, but I'm rolling a new character at 3rd level. It's really foreign to me. Just goes against everything I believe in. But a little bit of beer, everything gonna be okay. Well, hold on there, Griffin. You guys pace yourselves a little bit. Stay with me. Don't give me 2 ideas all at the same, or too many ideas at the same time. Okay, we got level 3. We got still +2 proficiency. And then I need, okay, so here are my features. Good God, 5E. What the? Still trying to figure out why this is the most popular RPG. Fighting style, second wind, action surge, and martial arts. Good Lord. Fighting style. Second wind. I know that one. Then we've got action surge, which is the table hogger. And then we've got martial archetype, which will be called Marchetype. There it is. So I hope that secondary camera is good enough for you guys to be getting some data out of that. I mean, if data is the kind of thing that you're attending this channel for. Hopefully you're just here to drink with me and, you know, share that fellowship. I hope you guys are getting ready for a Saturday night game as well. Hey, Ordo, thanks for the purchase there, man. I love 5e, Diego. I still think it's the best D&D. It's the best edition of D&D. Don't get me wrong. No, my dog is old, man. That's Coon back there. He's an old puppy. He's coming up on 10. So he's not ancient, but he's old enough to look like that. Okay. Creating a fighter. Okay, we got 1d10 per level. Now, the first one is always max, right? So I got 10 plus 2d10. Let's party. Oh, come on. Throw out ones. Okay, 4. That's 14. Throw out ones. 19 hit points. That sucks. That's without my con bonus, though. I got the con bonus. Plus 1 per level. That's 21 now. 21 HP. That is not that good considering my size, but there it is. Oh, and I also forgot the first. It's 22 because I forgot the first level, 10 plus 1. Okay? Hit points at higher levels, doesn't matter. Proficiency, doesn't matter. Saving throws, strength and con. So I'm proficient at those. That's what that means, right? Strength, con. So I get proficiency and my bonus there. So this is plus 3. This is only plus 1. So I'm sitting on 5 strength save and sitting on 3 con save. So great. Moving on. Okay, now we get into features. Yeah, don't get my flippant comments wrong, guys. It's like, yes, D&D drives me absolutely crazy. But, I mean, you've been playing it for years. It's like, you know, it's like saying your feet drive you crazy. You still want feet. But you guys, I mean, you guys probably know this about me if you've been watching the channel, is like D&D was not my first game. I came into the world as an RPG infant on GURPS and Rifts and Car Wars. So, you know, take that as you will. I don't know what that means. Okay, here we go. Fighting style. And then you start with some equipment. I have no equipment. I'm a slave. I'm a beast of the pits. All right. Fighting style. What do you guys think? Great weapon fighting. That sounds cool. When you roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die for an attack, blah, 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 you can re-roll it. I'll take it. My fighting style is great weapon. So that's re-roll 1s and 2s. Nice. Second wind. What's that shit all about? How do I do second wind? Isn't that where I can suck up some hit points? You can draw on your turn. You can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus level. Oh, great. Bonus action. Heal 1d10 plus 3. Damn. This bonus action's crazy. That's where you really can hog up time, right? Yeah, okay, Prue, you're all right. Prue, you are my beast build guide. All right. So we got, well, there he is. There's Chain. Chain's the only name he's ever known. And actually, I would love it, as this character endures, I would love it if he gets to find out what his name is and where he came from and stuff. I mean, it's just before all this happened to him. Oh, man, it fills me with emotion. It fills a bard with inspiration, if you know what I mean. Okay, now, hey, slow down, easy. Yeah, Shaker, you're totally right. It's so easy to miss. And it's against all my instincts to use the things in my character. I don't know about you guys, but even if I have all these cool toys in my character, I just won't use them because I just don't want to hog table. and want to be simple, yeah, it's a lot like the Mountain. Only the Mountain was a jerk. Even before he was turned into, the poor guy was turned into that abomination, he was kind of a jerk. But deep down, I think he's still a human. He's still a good guy. It's just he was a vassal. And I don't think he's a construct, Bearded Goblin. That takes it a little too far. But he was subjected to something that made him like this. I don't think just nature did this to him. Okay, action surge. Push yourself beyond your limits. Take an additional action. What, like anytime? Oh, once you do this, you have to do a short rest. Okay. Extra action per short rest. Another table hogger. So I think it's interesting, and you're always reminded of this when you're rolling a character, but how D&D, and especially the more recent editions, they almost throw out some of the fundamentals of the table rhythm as part of the character builds. And I think that's unfortunate. I think that's why I've never liked high-level D&D play, even way back in the day. Whereas high-level Palladium, I really did like. It's weird as that sounds. Anyways, that's a bit of a... Does Chain get books as a treat between fights? With a high... Oh, my God, Michael, that is brilliant. Oh, like he's got two ratty old books are the only ones they'd ever. Oh my God, that is brilliant, Michael. He loves books. The Poetry of Kitai, The Philosophy of Sun. Very nice. Let's see the ICRPG version of the same character. Oh well, we'd be done already. Okay. Yeah, rolling ICRPG characters doesn't make that great of a live stream because it's over so quickly. Still, though, just rolled up for the pirate game on Thursday night, and I don't want to like sound my own horn or anything, but it was actually super fun. I haven't actually just sat down and rolled a character in several weeks, and it was really fun. Anyway, I digress. Martial archetype. Third level, choose an archetype. Strive to emulate combat style. Champion, battle master, Zibiza. Okay. What do you guys think? Before I read a bunch of wall of text, what archetype should I take? I've got champion, battle master, or eldritch knight, which I know I'm not going to be that. Champion or battle master? Oh, yeah. That's a good one, too, Ordo. Like, he keeps a little secret book, like where he's maybe journaling in the margins on a book of Poetry of Kitai. That's just Twigs coming home. Dogs go crazy when she comes home. Okay, champion is pit fighter. Yeah, do you guys hear that? That's what happens every day when Twigs comes home. Champion got crit. Athlete. Yeah, I'm going to have to say champion is cooler. I'm not a battle master. I'm just brutal. His kitty. Yeah, I'm going battle master. So archetype, battle master. That one just seems more brutal, more raw. So we'll go battle master. And then I have to write all this crap down. Beginning when you choose it, blah, 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 your weapon. Oh, nice. Crit on 19. Oh, I love that one. Crit on 19 or 20 is awesome. That's worth it right there. Athlete. Doesn't matter. I'm not 7th level. Fighting style. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So they give me this whole wall of text and none of it matters. So why not put the beginning stuff in a section and the stuff that I care about maybe 2 or 3 years from now in some other section? Like, why even bother? Why pretend like, oh, okay, there I go again. There I go again. Okay, champion. Oh, sorry, I wrote battle master, but I meant champion. Sorry, when dogs start howling and stuff, I get very confused. Champion. Thanks, by the way. Corvus. So really, they could have just told me this in such a short form. I crit on 19 and 20. Like, they just could have. These books make me want to go crazy. Okay. So now I've got the extra actions and I've got the high crit. Is that it? Maneuvers? What are maneuvers? I don't think maneuvers have anything to do with me. That's all Battlemaster stuff. Okay, then we have Eldritch Knight, which is a fighter who casts spells, which is basically an abomination of nature that should be killed on sight. And that's it. Wow. Just wow. I'm going to have to say just wow. Okay, so what's up with the... well, no, we haven't gotten to background yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. What about this sort of polearm stuff? I mean, I wanted to have this massive chain, like a 50-foot anchor chain with a ball, spike ball in the end like this big. Yeah, I think it is being streamed, Michael. But I wanted this nasty, huge chain. So do I have to go to the weapons page here? Which I have tabbed. Flail, great flail. Is there such a thing? The flail does 1d8 bludgeoning. That's so boring. I mean, okay, the answer is yes. There's a thing called a great flail, and I have one. It does 1d12. There you go. So that actually makes the great weapon pretty good, and the savage attack's pretty good. Right? Did I write down savage attacks? Savage attacks is where I... Oh no, it's relentless. Instead of 0. You see, you guys, how I get so confused? Because that's the other thing. They make you flip around in the book, kind of like I need to look over here, and I look, and now I can't remember anything anymore. Am I an orc? What's happening? Everything's 20 pages apart. Oh, that's because you don't know how to play D&D. Right. Well, good for you gloating, but I've been playing it for years, and I still don't know what I'm doing. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Savage attacks. When you score a crit, extra dice. I thought I wrote that down, but maybe I didn't. If crit at extra dice. There it is. It just doesn't say savage. Got it. Okay. Cool. So that means if I crit on a 19, I got 3d12. Not bad. It's not great considering I only have 22 hit points, so it's a little like, meh. All right, so how about my dex bonus plus my armor class? I got a -1 on the dex and my armor. I think my armor tab actually wore off. Here it is here. It's just a nub. So I'm probably just like got scale going. 14 plus dex mod, so I'm like sitting on a 13 AC. Good Lord. Does a negative dex mod take away from your AC? I'm going to say yes. It's just like hitting a barn. So I think that's about most of the build, except for the interesting stuff, which is background, right? Which I don't even know where that is in this book anymore. You guys, I have, to be brutally honest, moved on. Because you can play so many games that are D&D games without having to look at all this. 121. All right. Background. I don't want to roll it. Normally I would do a lot of rolling here, but I'm not going to do that because I know this character already. Okay, so we're doing trait, ideal, bond, and flaw, right? That's the D&D way. Trait, ideal, bond, flaw. I'm not going to roll for him because I want to build to this pit champion idea, this enslaved Obama. He's really a librarian. Yeah, exactly. Like, I lost track of the chat a little bit. All right. Trait. I quote sacred texts and proverbs. Wait a minute. This is Acolyte. Forget that. Get out of here, Acolyte. Are you kidding me? No, Acolyte. What do we got for backgrounds that'll fit me, guys? I'm not a criminal. I'm definitely not an entertainer. I'm not a hermit or a noble. I guess I'm stuck with Outlander, which is what I take with every single character I make. Oh, I could be a soldier. Totally not a soldier, but I'll be a soldier because I'm tired of being an Outlander. I can stare down a hellhound without French. That's not really interesting, but I've lost too many friends and I'm slow to make new ones. I'll take that one. It's hard to see people die in the pits over and over. Get out of here, Cooper. Go on. Doing it on purpose. Ideal. Greater good. No. Independence. Might. No. Wow, it's crazy how something as complex as a character could be boiled down into 6 options. No. My ideal is to stay quiet until the time comes. This is why these books just leave me flat. Bond. Blah, 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 blah. They're all boring and sound like characters I've made a million times. My bond is actually to the innocent must never suffer. And my bond is to a little girl who I'm always wondering where she is. Anna from New Haven and all that stuff. No spoilers. Flaw. Blah, blah, bunch of things that I've made before. My flaw is that I let them do this to me. So he has like this sort of self-blame. That's what I'll call it too. Like at any time, he could just crush all their skulls, but he doesn't. Yes, Martin. No need to discuss me as in the third person like I'm not here. I am rolling for the Death Arena of Kryphoth, which is tonight at 6 o'clock, I think. Yeah. So rolling up a character about an hour before the game, as is my way. And if you guys just tune in, here is the character that I'm rolling. This is an art kit bash that I did this morning from the internet. So I found about 4 pieces of art. The main piece from Adrian Smith on DeviantArt, and sort of sliced them up into this massive gladiator giant. So yeah, Connor probably is in the chat, I would imagine, but he should be, you know, preparing his giant spider stats. Yeah, it's all good, Martin. I'm just fucking with you. Okay, so once again, they put these things in here. Great, but no. I'm going to have to say no on that. It's like when you set out to make generic fantasy, you get generic fantasy. You get what you set out to do. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. So I got the 3d12 on the crit. I got the 19 or 20 for a crit. I got the bonus action to heal. I got the extra action per short rest, the table hogger. Then I got great weapon to reroll low damage. And that's about it. So my attack roll is going to be proficiency in strength. So attack is going to be +5. Not great, but not bad. And I think that's about it. So there you go, guys. That was, what, 35 minutes. rolling old school style, just straight up 3d6, and then bumbling through the book without having a clue what I'm doing. And I think I got it done. So there he is, the Beast, also known as Chain. And that is the character I'm going to play tonight. I just wanted you guys to be able to hang out while I rolled up my character. You guys know I'm a huge believer in like a dice camera, right? Which is sort of the same mindset. It's like you have to have an extra camera on your dice so that it all has reality and gravity. And likewise, I think it's good to have a camera on your character creation process so that if you're going to get in there and play and like it's something called Death Arena, then I think the numbers are pretty important. And so that's what we're going to do. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to cut this quickie little stream and have a good Saturday night. Good luck if you're playing games tonight. And if you're not, have a kick-ass weekend. And I'll see you in the fighting pits of Cryfoth, okay? So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Till next time.